English 0365 Week 1 Weekly Notes. Welcome to English 0365 and the notes that we're going to be reviewing every Sunday night or Monday morning. Since you're not coming to class, these notes are going to help you feel like you are in a class. So I suggest that you read these notes every Sunday night. I generally publish them by 6 or 7 p.m. or Monday morning so that you are ready for the week. What are you going to find in these notes? New information that perhaps is not in the syllabus. Some tips. I will go through some PowerPoint sometimes, and so you will feel like you are in a lecture. And then I'm going to show you today how to navigate. So for example, we're going to go to the student profile, and I'm going to give you a preview of week 2, which is more of a normal week. This week we're just kind of getting lukewarm to the course. You don't really have to do work per se. Yes, you have to send a few files, but not really from the book, as I want to give you enough time to get familiar with the course, with the navigation system, have your books, and so on. So let's get started. So now we're going to look at the course per se, and we're going to look at the getting started menu. The very first thing that I want to tell you before we continue that this new system D2L works much better when you use Chrome. Try not to use Internet Explorer because it doesn't work very well with Explorer. So avoid Explorer and use Chrome. That's tip number 1. Okay, let's go on and see what other tips I have for you. So when you open your D2L main page, this is kind of what it looks like. And I just want to show you some features. So most of the time, in order to do most of the assignments, you're going to click directly in content. I may give you some announcements. So for example, this one, welcome to English 0365 reading online, and I give you please be ready to come to the course orientation on Monday or on Tuesday, so on. So anytime I have an important announcement, I probably will put it right here on the center. On the right side of the page, you have the calendar, which will help you to remember when things are due. But I would say do not rely on the calendar. Instead, make sure that you print your syllabus and you have it in front of you at all times. I'm going to come back here to this button in a little bit, but I also want you to be familiar with these other buttons that you have. So you have the content, which this is where we find all the material from the course. And then your grades, this is where you're going to check your grades. And communication, so for example, if you want to send me an email, you can click here in email. When you participate in the discussion, you will go here. If you ever want to chat with me, here. If you want to know who the other students in the class are, you're going to go to class list. So let's go ahead and click on content. And sometimes it takes a little while. Hopefully it's going. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here is the content. Those of you who were familiar with Angel will find that it's a little bit different. So here, the content you will always see on the left side. So there's no more icons here in the center. This is the content. So here I have various contents that are available to you right now. And as the course progresses, you're going to be able to see more and more content. First of all, you want to go here to syllabus. So when I click on syllabus, you'll be able to immediately open my syllabus. So you will click here and you will see that it opens right on this page. It's loading there, and there you go. You can see the syllabus. I would suggest that you copy it right now immediately. Once you load it, you can click this button here, and that's for downloading it, and then copy and make a copy of the syllabus. Really important. you navigate by going back to syllabus or going back to table of contents. So I'm gonna go to table of contents now. And we're going to go to getting started, and you will see some files that I have under getting started. I have also included the syllabus under getting started, some information, tips to succeed. You can read that at your own pleasure. And then the student profile, download this file and send us an email attachment to me on Wednesday morning. So I want you to practice sending me a file. So you can click on student profile. This is going to open. You can again download with this arrow here, down here. Let me show you. You see that arrow there? So there you're going to download the document, you're going to save it, and then once it's downloaded, go to communication here, go to your email, and you're going to send it to me as an email. That's the very first thing that you're going to do, and that is due by Wednesday morning. We are back on the table of contents, and I have another file that's a suggestion from other online students. So ask students last spring, not this spring, but last spring, suggestions for students. I also have some from the fall, but so you can read that at your leisure. So that is some files that I have in getting started. I'm also going to have some files on how to navigate on this system. I'm going to be adding them. So now I want you to click on week 1, and you will see that there is a diagnostic test. If you click on the diagnostic test, it's like a quiz, and you have to answer that. That is just so that I know how your reading skills are. Reading the syllabus, please submit by Friday. So this is another file that you're going to submit by Friday. And then there's a discussion that you have to participate. Again, you click on it, and then one other file that I have here is how to create a student profile. So this one is step-by-step instructions on how you can create your own profile, so that I can know a little bit about you and so that all of us can see your picture. So if you go up here, you see where my name is, and you click down here in the arrow, you're going to click on profile here, and then you're going to see, so my name, Macarena, and then I can nickname, you can call me Macarena or you can call me Dr. Aguilar. And then the most important thing that I want you to do is if you can go to change picture, and you can upload your own picture. You do not need to give me Facebook or Twitter or Google or LinkedIn information. That's not necessary. But I would like to have your email here on the left, and if you have a telephone number or a mobile phone number that you would like to give me. And then once you have done that, then you just click on save and close, and you should be done with your profile information. Okay, so we took a quick look at week 1. Basically, like I mentioned, week 1 is kind of for you to get familiar with the course. It's not so much, you're not going to be reading from the book. I want to give you a little bit of time, and especially because this is a new system, I want you to become really familiar with the course, how to send files, how to upload, and so on. I want to show you week 2, as it is a little bit more of a typical week. Every week you're going to have to do some preview questions, and here it says when it starts. Normally I open it on Sunday, so you have time. If you don't have time to do it on Monday, you can do it on Sunday. Normally I start at about 3 p.m. and it's always due on Monday evening by 11:55. These preview questions help us to get familiar with the chapter for the week. You don't have to read all the chapter, but you just have to kind of skim through the chapter and answer the questions. I also have a PowerPoint on the chapter here, which I think it's probably the first thing that you need to do, even before you do the preview questions, I would have you look at the PowerPoint for the chapter. That will help you to get familiar with all the chapter. It's basically the same information that you have in the book, but it's just explained clearer. And then we always have a reading from the book that is normally due on Thursday. So that is something that you have to complete. Sometimes we have one reading and sometimes two readings. Normally the one reading is due on a Thursday, and if you have a second reading, it's due on a Saturday. Then we have some PowerPoints. So for example, this week I have a PowerPoint on mapping, and then some extra files happen to be on annotating a text, but whatever we're studying that week. There's two other assignments that you have to complete for week 2. One of them is who is who. When you go to the discussion board, you're going to see that you're going to introduce yourself. So you're going to go to read the introductions, and you have an assignment for week 2 to see who your classmates are. And then we always have Outliers, and that is the book that we are going to be reading for this class, and that is questions about outliers, and those are normally due on Friday. You also have a discussion, which I don't have here, but I will add it. And the discussion is normally based either on outliers or on the reading, or both. So you may have to answer 1 or 2 questions about All Washed Up, and maybe 1 or 2 questions about outliers. And you have to respond to at least 2 classmates. That is also due on Friday, this discussion, for the first time, and then you have to respond to 2 classmates, and that will always be due on Saturday. You will see that you're going to have more tabs here. This one, study help, here you don't have anything there, but that is where I'm going to put the answers to the chapter in the book. So if you complete the chapter, you can do as many exercises as you feel comfortable, as you feel you need, and you can go to study help, and on Friday I'm going to put the answers. So if you don't know something, you can go and check there. And then of course you can also ask me. The other thing that you need to do is make sure that you check the syllabus really careful, so that you don't miss anything. Sometimes I will put something in there that's not on the syllabus, and I'm going to tell you on this weekly notes what it is. So basically that's all that we have for this week, and if you have any questions, please always feel free to ask me. One other thing, if you are not sure about a technical matter, you can contact the help desk. The number is here on the main page, and you can always make sure that you ask them your question, because they will probably help you much better than I can. I can help you with any questions related to the course, but not so much with the actual technical part. This is a new system for us this semester, and so I'm also learning this new system. So we will be learning this new system together. So I hope that you have a great semester, and welcome to 0365 5005. Bye bye.